95.9 FM, an early evening, informative and interactive, thought-provoking and stimulating political talk show that digs deep into the political, social, economic, and developmental issues and unpack them for you with accurate, balanced, and credible analysis as well as reports from across the counties. It's Inside Liberia with your host, Morris Desmond Brown, from Mondays to Fridays, 4 p.m. to 6 p.m. on KN 95.9 FM. You dare not miss it. Every day, there are issues happening around us that tend to shape the destiny of our culture and our lives. How well are you impressed with those issues and their impacts? Join Insight Library on KN 95.9 FM, an early evening, informative and interactive, thought-provoking and stimulating political talk show that digs deep into the political, social, economic, and developmental issues and unpack them for you with accurate, balanced, and credible analysis as well as reports from across the counties. It's Inside Liberia with your host, Morris Desmond Brown, from Mondays to Fridays, 4 p.m. to 6 p.m. on KN 95.9 FM. You dare not miss it. Every day, there are issues happening around us that tend to shape the destiny of our culture and our lives. How well are you impressed with those issues and their impacts? Join Insight Library on KN 95.9 FM, an early evening, informative and interactive, thought-provoking and stimulating political talk show that digs deep into the political, social, economic, and developmental issues and unpack them for you with accurate, balanced, and credible analysis as well as reports from across the counties. It's Inside Liberia with your host, Morris Desmond Brown, from Mondays to Fridays, 4 p.m. to 6 p.m. on KN 95.9 FM. You dare not miss it. Every day, there are issues happening around us that tend to shape the destiny of our culture and our lives. How well are you impressed with those issues and their impacts? Join Insight Library on KN 95.9 FM, an early evening, informative and interactive, thought-provoking and stimulating political talk show. It's another day to talk about country Liberia. We've come again with grateful hearts, and you know directly it is just the grace of God that we all can see this day.
But again, we are here, and we are here to talk about the issues that matter. Welcome to Kia Radio 95.9, and we are right here on the UN Drive in Central Monrovia, right opposite the BTC Barrack, adjacent the Raritan Market. We are here to talk about the issues. We stand for Liberia. We owe loyalty to no political institution. We are not for CDC, we are not for Unity Party, we are not for ANC, we are not for any political party in the country. So yes, we are independent. That is why we gave you the opportunity as our followers to air your views on the way you think about the issues in the country, the issues that are happening in the country and the way you think about them. So we gave you the opportunity to have your say on all the issues we talk about here. But welcome, folks. If you're in district number 1 up to district 17, let me welcome you to another presentation. It's the Thursday edition of the program. And today is the 23rd day of the month of January, and the year is 2025. If you are celebrating birthdays on today, happy birthday. Like my brother and friend Jason say on Siafa, he's celebrating birthdays on today. Happy birthday to you, my dear brother. You're there at the General Services Agency. That's the GSA. Thanks so much. And we ask God's blessing and choiceless blessings upon you as you celebrate your birthday on today. If you are bereaved like I am, our condolences to the bereaved family. So I lost my cousin this morning, but I'm still strong. And we can all talk about the issues because I love doing the work I love doing. So that is why I'm here, and it's because of you that I'm here. So Calvin Gray is yet to join me, but he's on his way. So Calvin will join me and we'll talk about all of the issues that are happening in the country. So my name is Morris Desmond Brown. Of course, Calvin Gray will join me. Don't worry, you have a full package, a full presentation for you until 6 this evening. Shortly, we'll go around the world and take bits and pieces of news for you. So you got nothing to worry about, absolutely nothing. You are in safe hands until later on. Share the video, those of you watching us on Kia Network live on Facebook. Please share the video. Let us join the broadcast right now. And those of you watching, please leave your comments live on our Facebook feed, and we will read them out for you. Please tell us where you're watching us from. So we go here next to take bits and pieces of news for you. Let's do it right here. And let's see. Yeah, we can do it. What is this thing? I think like this. Okay, let's go. Trying to get war news for you. trying to get bits and pieces of news for you from right around the world. The BBC is reporting that Russian President Vladimir Putin is set to have a peaceful dialogue to end the war in Ukraine after President Donald Trump warned him of ending the war in Ukraine. Trump began his speech by claiming that his election victory beheld the golden age of America. Trump says his administration has begun a revolution in common sense and is making a list of promises that the U.S. and the wider world will be healthier and more peaceful due to his presidency. The president says his administration inherited failed policies and economic chaos and criticizes defect spending regulations and hidden taxes. Yeah, so it is. So it is being reported by the BBC that Russia is ready for a peaceful dialogue after Trump's tell Putin to put an end to the war in Ukraine. Let's go to the United States and see what is happening in Los Angeles. A new fast-moving wildfire has erupted in Los Angeles County, prompting tens of thousands of people to evacuate the region. Already reading from the most destructive fires in its history. The Hodges fire ignited 45 miles, that is 72 kilometers northwest of the city of Los Angeles on Wednesday morning near Clastic Lake in a mountainous area that borders several residential areas and schools. It grew to more than 10,000 acres in several hours on Wednesday, fueled by wind and dry branches. No homes or businesses have been damaged. An official expressed confidence about getting it under control. The new fire is north of the two mammoth blazes that have destroyed a number of neighborhoods in this month. Our hearts are with the people in Los Angeles. Orange flames limn the mountains are aircraft drone waters and flames reddened. The region is once again under a red flag. Warning continues through Thursday. This caution of a high risk due to strong winds and dry, low humid conditions. Winds in the area are blowing at about 20 to 30 mph. That is around 32 to 48 kilometers per hour. Wow, that is so huge. But could pick up which could fan the blaze and make it wider for the air. Climate change has made the grass and shrubs that are fueling the Los Angeles fire more vulnerable to burning signs of SARS. About 31,000 people in the area are under a mandatory evacuation and another 23,000 have been warned they may have to flee Los Angeles County. Sheriff Robert Luna said Nearly 500 inmates at a local jail were being evacuated. He added, the fire continued to grow as the sun set on Wednesday, but Los Angeles County Fire Chief Anthony Maroon said he believed crews were making progress. Our hearts are with the people in the United States of America for these very trying times, and these very trying times. Looking for it. Trump tells Putin to end ridiculous war in Ukraine or face new sanctions. Donald Trump has warned he will impose high tariffs and further sanctions on Russia if Vladimir Putin fails to end the war in Ukraine. Writing on his social media platform, Truth Social, he said that the pushing to settle the war, he was doing Russia, its president, a very big favor. Trump had previously said he will negotiate a settlement to Russia full-scale invasion launched in February 2022 in a single day. Responding to the threat or hashtag sanction, Kelly Lim said it remained ready for an equal dialogue, a mutually respected dialogue. We are waiting for signals that are yet to arrive, President Putin spokesperson Dmitry Peskov said. He added that the Russians have seen nothing new in Donald Trump's threats to impose sanctions. He liked this method, at least he liked them during the first presidency. Putin has said repeatedly that he is prepared to negotiate an end to the war, which first began in 2014, that Ukraine will have to accept the reality of Russian territory gains, which are currently about 20% of its land. He also refused to accept Ukraine joining NATO, the military alliance of Western countries. Let's look for it. We are trying to get more news for you right here. Let's go to Africa now. Let's go to Nigeria. The BBC is reporting that there is a family that have spent many years being volunteers of grave digging graves for people. The BBC can do all kinds of documentary. I can enjoy the documentaries. Sometimes they are very interesting and very, very comical sometimes. The Nigerian family who has spent 5 decades. 5 decades is about how many years? 10, 20. 5 decades is about 50 years. 50. Yeah, if you are of 10 years a decade, right? So 10 times 5, that's 50. So that's 50 years. Volunteering their life in the digging graves. But let's look at that. So it's very interesting. The Nigerian family who has spent 5 decades of as volunteers digging grave diggers. For more than 50 years, one family has dedicated itself to caring for the biggest graveyard in Nigeria's northern center of Kaduna, much to the gratitude of others residents who do not fancy the job of dealing with the dead. 50 years? That is more than, I don't know. But let's go deeper. Until a few weeks ago, they did it for no formal pay, digging grave, washing corpses, and tending to the vast cemetery, receiving only small donations from mourners for their labor. The vast Wandi cemetery was set aside for the Muslim residents of the city by the authorities a century ago. The Abdullahi family became involved in the 1970s when two brothers, Ibrahim and Adumu, began working there. The two siblings now lie beneath the soil in the graveyard, and their sons have become the cemetery's main custodians. They are teaching us and teaching their children was that God loves the service and will reward us for it even if we don't get any what the reward. Ibrahim Abdullahi oldest son Mangaji told the BBC when he asked, they are choosing to continue unpaid undertakes. The 58 years old is now in charge at the Tundu Wandi shepherding operations that the 18 member staff, or until recently they became volunteers. He and his two younger cousins, Abdullahi 50 and Aliru 40, are the three full-time workers, all reporting in by 7 o'clock for at least a 12-hour shift, several days a week. Wow. BBC. Always doing some kind of documentary. But let's take one more from Africa and then we can come back. Don't worry, we'll soon come back home to talk about the issues here. Okay, we can come back home. We can find very captivating news from Africa, but yet we can talk about the issues here that really do matter to our country, Liberia. We are very, very grateful to always be here. Again, it's another Thursday in the nation's capital, Monrovia. Let's run to take words. Let's talk about the Care Humanitarian Foundation. We'll come back. We go to take words from some of the people doing business with us, and then we can come to talk about all of the issues regarding Liberia. I mean, it is very important. It is very, very much important. Yeah, let's talk about the Care Humanitarian Foundation. We are into humanitarian services. We are into humanity. We are into education. We are into health. We are into agriculture and sanitation. It is very important that you know these pillars the pillars of the Kia Humanitarian Foundation. Of course, we are into these fields because of you, the Liberian people. The ordinary people must have uh, leverage to humanitarian services, and we are very keen on these services to provide them for you. That is why we have made significant gains in the educational sector of the country. We've had our students, our mentorship program where we are rolling out to help students in grade school. Yes, we put them in school. We've managed to buy their books, their book bags, their copybooks, their shoes, whatever they need to use for school. We've been able to buy them, and those students are in school. So we are grateful to our CEO and his darling wife, my brother and friend, and I love to call him Allah. Don Tio is watching. He said, I'm following. He didn't say where he's following from, but please indicate where you are following from so that we can know your location. It's very important. Thank you so much, my dear brother Tio Williams. He's a media colleague as well. He's a media colleague of mine. Yeah, so it is good, to be here. And the Kia Humanitarian Foundation is uh, making sure that education reach the less fortunate, those who do not have the hands to help themselves. The Care Humanitarian Foundation coming to help them. That is why we're able to help some family very stranded this academic year. They could not put their kids in school. We had to step in. Our CEO, his wife, along with his team in the United States, they had to step in. And of course, they came to the aid of these people. Today, their children are in school. We've paid their school fees 100%. And so they are in school. We are very grateful and want to just continue to say, may God bless the CEO and his family as they continue to do what others cannot do, as they continue to do it for our country. Let God continue to add up to their financial bosom, whatever they are looking in trying to fetch. We are also rolling out this year, like our CEO said, we want not just from the grade school level, we want to mentor people. We want people to be mentored by the Care Humanitarian Foundation. How do we want to do that? We want to do that through paying the entrance fees of 100 students who have graduated from high school and do not know their way out. They've been sitting for some time thinking where to start from, because even to have the first cent to register for the entrance isn't there. So the way to allow these students to relax is to first pay their entrance fees, and that is what we're going to do. We're going to pay their entrance fees at the University of Liberia. So all we're waiting for now, the reason why that project is still pending is because we are waiting for signal from the University of Liberia. The moment they put out notice for notice for entrance, we will be accepting people to pass through our pilot project, where we will be the one paying for the entrance fees for 100 students who have graduated from high school and do not want to sit home. They want to go to school, but their parents do not have the hands. They do not know where to start from and where to do it from. So it's very important that we help. Sometimes this little thing counts. These little things we do counts. And to sponsor 100 students to take your entrance, let's say, for example, if the entrance was being charged 3,500, we're just doing an analysis to show how much will be spent. So 3,500 times 100. We'll be spending around 350,000. 350,000. Let's divide it by the current rate, 198. 198. We're talking about around 1,767 US dollars. That's a lot of money. That's a lot of money. And to be honest with you, for someone to look at 1,700 or more, almost 2,000 US dollars to spend it, is a lot. And that is why our CEO is not moved by this amount. Whether the amount is much, is we are the one counting it, but it's not really counting how much it is. But it is about the help. It is about the services that come with it. The importance of putting people who want to go back to school, those who have graduated from school and the desire of entering university, but their hands are not there. They are so, weary in terms of financial might. They can now have an opportunity to go back to school. And we are only doing that for the University of Liberia now. I mean, it could be extended to other universities later, but now we are doing it for only the University of Liberia. So we're not waiting for the notice from the University of Liberia. Once they are taking in students, of course, we can only assure you that that project will be announced and we will start to recruit people for this project. So we are also into health. And by this year, like we said, we rolled out some program in the health area. We rolled out some programs. We are into sanitation as well. We're into agriculture. Those are very key areas. And like I said to you the other day, our very young and energetic Executive Director, Mr. Jonathan T. Moliba, will be listening to the President's State of the Nation's address to dissect some of the things that will be said regarding education, regarding health, regarding sanitation and agriculture, because they are all inculcated or they are all in the arrest agenda. They are part of the arrest agenda. And so we will be looking forward to seeing what will be the new step that the government is taking that falls directly in the pillars or fall in line with the core values of the Care Humanitarian Foundation. So again, you have nothing to worry about. The Care Humanitarian Foundation is here to serve you, and our CEO is waiting to help those who need help. There are people we have helped. Personally, we cannot call their names on the radio. There are people who have called for medical health help in terms of their health. The CEO have helped them. We talk about people in terms of their homes, leaking and they cannot live under such a condition. We've been able to refurbish their homes and give the homes back to them. We've been able to do a lot. And so the Care Humanitarian Foundation is by this year, the end of this year, we'll produce the Care Humanitarian Foundation magazine. With all of the projects and all of the things we've done, we will put those magazines together and we'll distribute it to people. They will get to know what we are doing and what we continue to do. So we'll continue to do those things because it is the passion of our CEO to do these things, and he feels happy doing them. Let's take a few words from some of the people that are doing business with us. And our prize sponsor for this program is Amazing Care in the United States of America. Let's hear from them. Let's hear from Amazing Care.
This is a home health agency. We send nurses and health aides to patients' homes and take care of them, provide medical and non-medical services for them in their homes. So that's what we're doing. This is the office space where the high-end process is rendered.
Also the assisting admin at Amazing Care. I've been with this company since 2014 when we were making nothing. And we were literally in the basement of our apartment. This is how growth have brought us this far. 2-bedroom apartment, and we were literally using the basement and the garage space to carry on this business. And because of growth, We moved here on 2019, and we've been here since 2019 doing this. And God has been so faithful along the way, and we're still going strong. You can see this is the office of Amazing Care. We want to welcome the Care Network.
For that special furniture or electronic appliance that give your home or office beauty, now visit Cozy Home for the latest beds and decks, chairs and tables, or that special TV, air condition, or other electronic products for the best price in town. Cozy Home is on the 3rd Street Sinker, opposite All Education Ministry, with all that you're looking for. Call us on 0887 111 101 or visit us on the 3rd Street Sinker. Cozy Home, the best in town for furniture and electronics. Say my people, you're not yet about the Liberian owned business called Jessica Incorporated, right on UN Drive in Clay Street.
Sumo, what kind of place business you talking about again, so?
I'm talking about our own Liberian business called Jessica Incorporated, right down Clay Street before UN Drive intersection.
My man, tell me more about Jessica.
I say my people, Jessica specializes in entertainment and delicious food, so local food like kabagi and all. They get European and Western dishes with all kinds of special finger food, man, and they can do free delivery for their customers. That's not all. Jessica get one nice and decent guest house fully air conditioned with unlimited Wi-Fi services. The people motor are value for cheap, yeah, and are home far away from home.
Hey Jessica, that place like my new spot now.
Call Jessica today on 0775 762 906. My Liberian people, let's promote our own Liberian business, Jessica Incorporated. It is the number one stop center for your small operation.
When your partner boiling, run down to Price Master to give that heat that will make it boil till it's really boiling.
Oh yes, Price Master is the solution to that boiling problem, bringing into Liberia high quality American products for different needs.
At Price Master, we have life-saving drugs for that long-standing health complication. We are restoring life through the Price Master Drug Center on Camp Johnson Road for affordable prices or cost.
That's not all. Price Master has cosmetic, furniture, electronic, and other appliances for homes, schools, and offices. Price Master also got the baby's cover with nutritional food, water, toys, and many more.
Price Master is located at Camp Johnson Road and Terry Street intersection, or you can call us on 0886 552 304 or 0775 323 761, or better still, WhatsApp us on +231 770 390 441.
Price Master, the master for all American food, medicine, furniture, toys, cosmetics, detergent, and many more.
Say now what I go do, say what play I go go, which kind of hustle I go hustle now. Say now what I go do, say what I go do.
Okay, welcome back to the program, and we are back with you, and we can now transition to talking the issues about the country. And we are very, very concerned about the issues in the country, Liberia. There are a few things that are happening, and we will want to gauge your views as citizens of the country on some of those issues. What do you expect from the President's State of the Nation's address? I saw the executive mansion posting, and something the executive mansion said that I am yet to understand. And I'll read for you verbatim what the executive mansion said. So the executive mansion posted something, and I just want to, let me do something here. I want to get it out for you so that you can know exactly what the executive mansion posted. So let me see it. The executive mansion posted something. I just want to get it. Let me see. Yeah. Just be patient a little bit. Executive mansion. Okay, so the executive mansion posted and said they said this. You go on the executive mansion Facebook page now, you will see it. It says here the theme for this year and annual message. Theme for this year and annual message is Rescue to Development, Implementing the Arrest Agenda. This is the first time I am beginning to understand that the SONA can have a team. During the 12-year regime of Madam Salif, we did not see SONA, the State of the Nation address, becoming a team or having a team. What we know is that the State of the Nation's address is a combination of what you did in the first year, that is revenue expenditure and revenue generation, what you got, what you raised in terms of revenue, how you were able to expend them, what you did in terms of the rule of law, what you were able to do in all of the sectors. Whether you were able to touch some of those sectors, it is for you to tell the public and the Liberian people. That is why that time is set aside in the Constitution. The fourth working Monday, the president must come to say to the Liberian people what he or she did for the year past and what he or she decided to do for the year that is already pending. So when the SONA, the whole idea of the State of the Nation's address is for the president to set the agenda for the new year. That is to say to the Liberian people, in this year, these are priority areas that we have earmarked. Now, for example, you go to health and say, in this year, we will reduce maternal mortality to this level. By this year, by so and so time, in this year, we will have all of the hospitals having drugs. How do you intend to do it? You have to tell the Liberian people as well. So the reason why the president goes before the legislature is because the legislature is the representation of the Liberian people. So all the people at the legislature, those who are elected, they will be there to make sure that the president's State of the Nation address is properly articulated so that the message is clear. That's why everybody fight to listen to the president, regardless of who is the president of the country. When that time is coming, everybody pay attention to know what the president will have to say. Before then, people thought that the president coming to speak, he will say he will say things that will happen immediately. Yeah, sometimes some presidents can do that. Like I saw the inauguration of Trump. At his inauguration, he was making decisions that he declared state of emergency in the southern part of the country. He did this. He's ending this, he's ending that. All of those things are policy. It happens. But in Liberia, most of our presidents they only go to set the agenda for the new year, talk about what they spent, how they ran the country for the first or for the second year. Those are things they say, which is not bad. But to see the executive mansion posting that this year there is a team, it's almost like you have a sermon or you have a program and all the speakers there will be talking about the team. They will be referencing what the main topic is. The team is the main idea of the entire thing. But in this case, it is the SONA. It must touch every sector of the country, every fabric of the country must be touched. The rule of law, education, health, sanitation. In fact, it is mostly the State of the Nation address is mostly embedded with your agenda as a government. Every government and every political party have an agenda. When you come to power, the CDC was the proper agenda for prosperity and development, whatever it was called, it was meant to keep track of the poor people living from poverty to prosperity. That is why it was called PRO. The word PRO means for, FOR, meaning the government was for the poor people. That's what it meant. So it was going to take people from poverty to another level. That is what the CDC government was meant for. This government said their agenda is the arrest agenda, is a conglomeration or is a whole sector or few sectors joined together. One, agriculture, rule of law, sanitation, all of these things are into the arrest agenda. So for the executive mansion to say the theme for this year, SONA will be rescue to development, implementing the arrest agenda. How can this be a team? Implementing the arrest agenda is something you need to do. You don't need to make it as a team. It must be executed because that is the matter on which you campaign to the Liberian people. You tell the Liberian people you will come to power, you will do this, you will do that, you will do the one, you will do that one. So telling them that you will implement is like repeating what you are supposed to do. The arrest agenda is for implementation. It's not a document that should be kept under the pillow. It's not a document that should be kept somewhere. Anytime you're ready for it, take it from there. No. It should be written on the hard tablets of every government official. Every official that is appointed by the government should know the arrest agenda, should know what are the components, what are the things that are in the arrest agenda. So you have to know this. So for the government to say the theme for the year that development, rescue to development, you told that when you rescue, so it should not be a team. It should not be a team. You should have started the rescue since the beginning of the year when you took over the very day, the 22nd day of January 2024. When you took over the country, you should have started the rescue. So it's not in the second year you come and tell the people now that you come and rescue. So this is a lip service from the government. The whole thing they wrote on the executive mansion website, they should take it down. It makes no sense, and that we need to say it and say it with no fear, no favor for anybody. They need to take this down. This doesn't make any sense. The SONA is meant for the president to tell the Liberian people his stewardship for the first year. How was it? What did he do with all of the different sectors? What are the marks that he can show? All of the things that he has been able to do, and how much he raised as revenue, how much did the budget, the government, spend in all of that. That is what the president needs to be telling you. So the government setting an agenda for the new year must be in the arrest agenda that they campaign on and say they would have done this, done that, done the other. So it is not a strange thing for them to say they can implement development, because development is part of the arrest agenda. So you should not make this as a team. Let the government, let the people in that are close to the president, those that are managing the Facebook page of the executive mansion, please take this down. It doesn't make sense. And it doesn't make sense today. It doesn't make sense tomorrow. It will make sense no day. Let them take it down. No SONA got any team. The SONA is it's a forum where the president goes to tell the Liberian people what he did in the first year and what he intends to do in the second year. Period. That is it. It's not about team. They're not speakers, coincident, the other person speak, the other person speak, the other person speak. No. Everything that will happen on it is squarely for the president. The only thing that will happen at that SONA is that the House of Representatives and the House of Senate will have a joint section. And in that joint section, the speaker, I don't know who will preside, whether that's Funanti Kofa or that Rachel Kun, because we got two speakers in the country though. So whoever is selected or designated to become speaker that day, it's sounding funny when it's serious. Whoever is designated to become speaker that day will have to call the session to order, do roll call, and the open the section, the officially ask whether the legislature is ready to receive the president for business and other. So they have the proceedings. That will be the only ceremony. After that, the president comes straightly and address the nation, the Liberian people. After which, if they get food for him upstairs, he go there, he eat and drink and go to his home. That is it. There's no ceremony extra than this. So for the executive mansion to telling us that they set up a team already for the sonar, I think that is a misstep, and they need to take this thing down. This is disgraceful for the country. I mean, it has happened in no country in Liberia should not be disgracing. The executive mansion should not be disgracing all like this. There are already problems with the executive mansion in terms of even the president way he conducting himself is a problem already. Then to see the people who handling the affairs of the president going this length, I think is actually terrible. Now, those of you watching on the Facebook, this country, this is just, I don't know what the people who are handling the presidents, I don't know what they are up to. I don't know what they are up to. Oh my God. But I have a letter here that I'm going to show all of you. Those of you up on the Facebook, you will see this letter, and let me show it for you. So we'll read that. This letter here, we'll read it verbatim. And it's one of our talking points. It's one of our talking points. So this letter reads verbatim. The first thing that is wrong with this letter is that the president is writing as a standard bearer of the party that he represents. What party does he represent? He represents the Unity Party. So the president is writing as a partisan of the Unity Party. What does the president use as a letterhead? He uses the presidential letterhead, the letterhead that belongs to him as a president, that the one he used to send message to a political party. That is a wrong thing to do. We will tell you what the law say about this. This is not just about talking. We'll show you the laws. We'll point to areas where the law point to these things and say they are errors. And the monarchy, they should not happen. Now, Republic of Liberia, then you see under the seal, those of you on the social media, you see under the seal, you see the president, their president, JMB, Ministry of State, Republic of Liberia, you see the number, everything, and then you see 2024 or whatever. It's also, so it said January 14th. So the president wrote this letter since the 14th of January 2025. Let me welcome my partner. He just came, so I will. Let me see. Let me hide this letter first, and then come back to getting him in studio. Let me get him in studio now. So he is with us now. So let's try a mic and see whether it is good.
Good.
Okay. Yeah. So it's okay.
Yeah.
Thanks for joining us again, and welcome. So we started to talk about this letter, and I'm going to show this letter again. I don't know, you can see it from your side?
Sure.
Okay. So the letter is clear here. I know you are a bit distant from it, and it will give you a little tough time to look at it. So this letter was written by the President of the Republic of Liberia.
Can you find it on my WhatsApp?
I don't know whether I have it here, but I think I will. Let me do it.
Okay, so welcome, folks.
Yeah,
If you
just be talking. I mean,
just joining us, this is the Kia Radio, and of course, the program in Tunto is inside Liberia, and we discuss the issue we bring you bit by bit happening in the history of Liberia. Major trending issues in the country is the President's State of the Nation's address. Monday, We will be hearing something strange from the president angle. And what I can say to Liberians, especially for those of you preparing the president's speech, I want you to be very careful. Because things that the president has not touched yet, I don't want you to place them into the president's State of the Nation address. The president's message should be clear. Let the president's message bring smile on the faces of Liberians. Let the president's message deliver the people from the poverty that they are going through.
All right, so I forwarded it to your WhatsApp already.
Okay,
so
thank you.
It is there.
So be careful. Don't be like Percy Yecker during President Weah regime that told the Liberian people that President Weah built 10 houses, in Bon County, and then when we went to check it out, it was even 30. So what that you will be coming up with, those things that you will be placing into the president's statements, it should be realistic. Let the Liberian people know that this person has done something or not. But what the president has not touched, I don't want you to place them there because you'll be bringing the president on the microscope. And then you will be looking at, Liberians will be analyzing this speech. Liberians will want to see what a change will come out. Liberians will want to see what the president has done something tremendously. And some particulars. So we have to be very cognizant of the fact that Liberia now is, for us Liberians, and we are anticipating something positive from the president. With this, I can tell you, with no fear, that we will not take anything. The Liberian people will not take anything that is yet to be inclusive into the president arrest agenda. Yeah, Baba.
And like you said, we'll get to the State of the Nation address. What do the people of Liberia, what do they anticipate? What do they hope to hear from the president? We'll be hearing from them today. But there is something going on that must be addressed. And if not, we'll continue to do the wrong thing until we are doing the right thing.
Okay.
This letter is from the office of the president. And governments passed, I think the only person who didn't make this mistake was Madam Salif.
Let me go there and see what this letter says.
Okay. Yeah, just you can be looking at it. Republic of Liberia, the president, you see the president here under the seal. You see GMB, Ministry of State, and blah, blah, blah. January 14, 2025. He wrote this letter to Reverend Luther Tappe. Reverend Luther Tappe is the chairman of the party. And so, Reverend Luther Tappe, my producer is telling me something. That's why making me do that. Reverend Luther Tappe was written, and these are the exact words the president said. And I'm going to read it verbatim for you. Reverend Luther Tappe, Chairman, United Party, Broad Street, Morville, Liberia. Dear Chairman Tappe, in accordance with Article X, Section 2 of the United Party's Constitution, I am appointing the below listed individuals as my representatives to the National Executive Committee of the party. Again, I read that letter. The first thing that is wrong with this letter is that the president is writing not as president. He's not appointing these people in his capacity as president. He's appointing these people in his capacity as standard bearer of the United Party. So in this case, the United Party letterhead or whatever United Party, his position should be stated standard bearer of the party, blah, 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 and then that is it. But the president goes on to use the seal of Liberia, which carries the presidential stamp or whatsoever. And at the end of the day, this is what is there. He wrote this letter to Chairman Tappe. The first thing is that he should not use this letter here that he's using. That's the first thing. It is the presidential letter here. He should not use it. So he said, dear Chairman Tappe, in accordance with Article X, section blah, 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 of the United Party's Constitution. So here in this particular line of the letter, you can see that he's clearly pointing in his capacity as the standard bearer, not the president. And he knows that. The president is smart. Don't see that woman that he's a smart woman.
I'm trying to get it here, but you send it through WhatsApp?
I send it through WhatsApp. Just check your WhatsApp. Check your WhatsApp. It's there.
Yeah.
It's on your low star. Send it to your low star WhatsApp. So I don't know which one is. I think your orange or something.
The Lone Star.
Yeah, send it there. Send it.
That's the one where, okay, let me send you a message first so you can send it. Yeah, go on.
So I'll send it there, but let me send it again. Let me send it to this one and see.
Yeah, so those of you following,
maybe I'll go this time.
Welcome to.
Okay, so check it's on your phone now. So
okay, just
so he said in accordance with the United Party laws and blah 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 in the Constitution, I mean the United Party Constitution, I'm appointing the below listed individuals as my representative to the National Executive Committee of the party. Those listed, he said, who? Patterson, Gloria, Musu, Scott. Number one is who? Patterson, Gloria, Musu, Scott. Now, we see the reason why the case of Little Shadow Musu went the way it went. The president have just told us that Madam Gloria Musu Scott is a member of the United Party. So because of that, they came to power, and all they fought to do in the first year of their presidency, they fought to vindicate Madam Gloria Musu Scott. This is what the president is saying. The president said he appointed Madam Gloria Musu Scott. He has already appointed Madam Scott to one of the areas, I think as Bo member, one of the areas, she's one of the Bo members there, other chairman of the Bo, as one of the government entities. Then he's appointing her to the party again. That is a clear violation of the code of conduct. This is the same president who a few days ago was begging his officials in his party at the executive mansion. I was there. And I said, somebody said, I was at the executive mansion. The president was having a retreat, and the president begged his cabinet members that those of them that are having government position should resign the party position. But when Luther Tappe, who he wrote here, is also the board chair of the Freeport of Monrovia.
Yeah, sure.
He's also the board chair. The president is encouraging the violation of the code of conduct. The very same code of conduct that the president went to sign at the executive mansion. I was there when the president signed into action the code of conduct when he commissioned the office of the ombudsman. I was there. The president took the code of conduct as a document and symbolically signed. Saw the president putting and fixing his signature, telling the world that he stands for the rule of law. He is in support of the code of conduct. But this is not what the president is doing. In this case, the president is violating the very laws that he has signed and said it should be implemented. Here is it. The president appointed Madam Scott to one of the government entities as board chair or board member. He didn't stop there. He again appointing her to a party position in the party, the United Party. This is a violation of the code of conduct. And I'll tell you which section prohibits this. We'll read that again verbatim.
Let me see if I can read it from this point.
Okay, read it.
I think I'm there.
Mhm.
This one says, the Republic of Liberia, the President, JMB, MOS,
The Ministry of State,
Liberia,
yeah.
the Ministry of State,
Mhm.
Republic of Liberia, 24, 27, 2024.
Mhm.
That was last year. Okay, January 14, 2025. Reverend Lucho Tapper, Chairman, Unity Party, Broad Street, that's Broad Street, Monrovia, Liberia. Dear Chairman Tapper, in accordance with Article 10 and Section 2 of the Unity Party's Constitution, and appointing the below listed individuals as my representatives to the National Executive Committee of the Unity Party. 1. Partisan Gloria Musus Hart. 2. Partisan Clarence Kotu Massacre. In addition, as per Article 16 and Section 2 of the Constitution of the Unity Party, Honorable Massacre is designated as one of my representatives to the National Executive Committee who will serve on the National Coordinator Committee. Secretary, sign, sincerely yours, blah, 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 and this has to do with Joseph Nam. That's
Joseph
Simon
Bwaka,
Senior. All right, so the president signs this letter.
So yeah, the president is smart. And I told you, the president did not say Joseph Newman Bwaka, president of the Republic of Liberia. He just put Joseph Newman Bwaka Senior. Honor this place to be Joseph Newman Bwaka Senior, Standard Bearer, Unity Party. But because you use all the government name, you're not supposed to use it. You're not supposed to use the government name. When it is not government-related matter, the president should not use this particular seal and other things that you got on it. He should not use it. He should only use it when he's sending a letter out as a president. This letter was sent out to Reverend Tapper as a political letter, and he was written as a standard bearer. Now, there are a few things wrong with this. The president is violating the code of conduct, and he is the one who is encouraging lawlessness in the country in terms of the code of conduct.
I want to get something clear here. Desmond.
What is it?
The seal here represents the country.
The seal is there, but you see under it, they got the president. The seal is there, but he carried the president.
A letter from the president.
It is from a standard bearer of a political party. In this case, the president was not acting as a president. He was acting as a standard bearer of a political party.
The point now is the letterhead should carry the standard bearer of the Unity
Party, not as the president, because though he's president, he's not relinquishing his president's right, but he was writing as a political party head. So he should have said and declared that it is a political party issue, and if this seal with the president should not be used. It is wrong today, it is wrong tomorrow, it is wrong any day, it will be wrong any day. The next thing that is wrong,
the emblem of the Unity Party
should be used here.
Should be used there.
Should be used here.
Okay,
should be used here.
Yeah.
Should be used here.
Okay.
Now, the next thing that is wrong is that these people that he's appointing are people he gave government job to already.
Lucho Tapper is the chairman on the board.
Lucho Tapper,
the Unity Party, that's the
National Port Authority.
Board chair.
He's the board chair there. He is also the chairman of the party. It is a violation of the code of conduct. The code of conduct frowns on that. We were here beating drum behind CDC people that they were violating the constitution. Jefferson Koji was Secretary General for the party at the same time Senate Mayor of.
So that indicates that he should resign as chairman of the party
and go to a government job.
Go to a government procedure.
Or he resign from the party and do the government job, or resign from the government job and go to the party where he can choose one. Because the code of conduct frowns on this.
Okay.
Good.
Getting your point.
Okay. Yeah. Now let's move on. The code of conduct is a public document. And if you read, and I'll just do that quickly before you talk about the so then remove the letter. Remove the letter. Where is the letter? Remove it. Where is it? Okay. Let me remove it. Now, we'll go to the code of conduct. The whole letter I read, it is a violation of section 5.10 and 8.1 of the code of conduct that the president himself signed, and I was there when the president signed the code of conduct into action. I will read 5.10 of the code of conduct and see the violation. Let's go to 5.10 of the code of conduct. There is something we are trying to unearth, because you see, the Unity Party put herself under undue pressure. When you criticize other people that they were doing the wrong thing, when you come there and start to do the same wrong thing, then you ask the journalists to continue to critique you. In this case, the president is violating the code of conduct. He appointed Madam Gloria Mususkat already to a government job. She's there. He's also appointing her to a political party position, which is also a violation. It is a violation. 5.10 of the code of conduct. I'm going to read that for you here quickly. 5.10. 5.5, 5.10. 5.10 is saying avoidance of conflict and political work, politics and work. Avoidance of conflict, politics and or political work. Every employee of government shall ensure that his or her participation in political activity does not bring him or her in conflict with official duties. 5.10. Say anybody appointed by the president should make sure that your work as the government job they give you should not come in conflict
Interfere
with your political office. It's clear in 5.10. Now, if you go down, that is what I say in 5.10. So we'll go to 8.1. 8.1 says something. We'll get that. We'll soon get done with this side of it so that we can go to another thing. Just wanted to flag this so that 8.1. Use of government facilities. Use of government facilities.
Facilitated individuals.
Public officials, employees of government shall use government facility, including residential property, equipment, money, vehicles, computers, internet, and telephones for official purpose only. Only for official purpose. What is official purpose? The purpose to which you are placed in that office. The only things you are used for. In this case, the president used the presidency for political reason. It should not be like that. It is wrong, and we needed to flag this so that our people can know. So we can move on to the other issues.
Sure. So if the Constitution, especially the Code of Conduct, calls for that, I think they have to find a redress to that so that we can have an enabling environment, especially ahead of the President's State of the Nation's address. Okay, just the minister and the Attorney General in the Liberia jurisprudence, Councillor Oxford Hoy, has broken silence. I think we followed the media, most of our media outlets this morning. For quite long now, the Justice Minister has not spoken on some of these issues, all right, from especially from the ECOWA ruling on the Janet case, right? I think it's the minister now who was, because at the time it was the CDC then, and now the Unity Party has taken another turn rather. So if the minister, who is the Liberia Justice Minister now, will come out, this time and cannot even raise an alarm on the issues involving Captain Janet. I think it is time now. So the Justice Minister and the Attorney General in the Liberia jurisprudence has broken silence that is relative to the rule of law and more violence. We listened to him this morning and talk on so many issues. And talk about the overcrowdedness of the the central prisons of the Monrovia Central Prison. And also talk about the vision in the next year, training more people there at the Justice Ministry, and to bring in the Justice Ministry to an adequate in a structure, training more people. And also talk about the overcrowdedness. We talked about that already. The ECOWAS ruling. We talked about that already. We're also looking at that. But one of my problems here with the Justice Minister is during the CDC and the Unity Party at the time, they were the major opposition political party. And this issue about Cabinet Janet, because I think it came from the CDC angle. I mean, from the Unity Party angle, he was some were saying that Cabinet Janet was a sedition and not sedition, but Unity partisan. And but if the Unity Party came into power, why would this case still be under the carpet? That's my question. For me, it's my question.
But you just asked a very good question.
Yeah.
Let me tell you something. I like once it's a slogan from the United States. It said, "Let's be true on what we say on the paper. Let's be true on what we say on the paper." Why am I even thinking this? The Unity Party is not serving herself right. If you criticize the CDC, right, and say the CDC refused to listen to the ECOWAS ruling, the CDC refused to abide by the ECOWAS ruling. The ECOWAS ruling said you must pay Cabinet Janet off or you reinstate him. You did not, the CDC did not pay the man off. They did not reinstate him. The Unity Party had press conferences around here and talk about how it was terrible, it was a bad thing that the government was doing. You come to power now, you got the power. The case is not old. It's a new case. It's still a new case.
Yeah. Even the Unity Party can come up with a new ruling.
So the Unity Party can only do the needful. The needful is you either pay the man off, the CDC did not do, that you were preaching for, or you reinstate him. You reinstate him. Simple. But what did the president do when the president had the opportunity to appoint somebody at the Supreme Court in recent time? The president appointed another person and left Cabinet Janet already.
Oh, yeah.
To tell you that some of the things politicians say, they only say them.
Councillor Oxford Toy is the Attorney General now, in the Liberian jurisprudence, and he's the Justice Minister. So before appointing him, I think that Liberia, through the presidency, should have looked into the matter and see whether BA Cabinet Janet can resurface or you pay him off. That's what you're saying. So I think they didn't do due diligence to Cabinet Janet. So we need to the Justice Ministry actually need to look into the ECOWAS ruling and see how far that case will go.
Yeah, the simple thing they can do is to reinstate the man. Because they were crying that they wanted for the man to be reinstated. The CDC was lawless and other things. You come to power now, government is continuing with it. All I expect from the Unity Party is for the Unity Party to say, listen, send the CDC didn't do it, and we had press conferences in this town and we told them that it was wrong. We are paying Cabinet Janet off because we don't have position to reinstate him, but we are paying him off. So what? How long will it take the government to do that? It will not take the government to do that thing. It will not take anything from the government. It will not take anything from the government. So that is it. For me, that is what I see.
Yeah, so
that is what I see.
Thorough investigation has been made so far to bring in those perpetrators who ablaze the Capitol building, in December.
When anytime we talk about the Capitol building, I can laugh. Do you know that the Capitol building was on fire today again?
Are you kidding?
No, I'm serious.
I did not follow.
The Capitol building was on fire again today. There was another fire outbreak. 3 fire outbreaks. Only one was investigated. The first one that happened, no investigation. The second one, cleaned the attention of the president and the other people they investigated.
Yeah, some are saying that the Liberian National Police and the president, they also need to be investigated.
So
into the arson attack.
So the next thing, today there was another fire outbreak. There was another fire outbreak.
Oh my God. What is happening in the country? Why will the only at the Capitol building today's fire's outbreak, was it an arson attack?
No, I mean,
it was an electrical fault.
I think from the video that I saw, it was an electrical shock.
Okay.
But again, the other one, we could not verify whether it was an electrical fault or electrical problem. Only because the flame was so big.
I listened to the Justice Minister this morning, and he talked about how the incident was deliberate. So when it was deliberate, that means that it was intentional. It was intentional.
Let me tell you,
the investigation has been conducted so far, so the findings will be out.
Calvin, let me tell you the truth, yeah. The president of the country himself caused a problem, and the problem he caused was to go on the scene of the fire incident when there was no investigation whatsoever, but the president alluded the fire outbreak to an act of hooliganism. If you go to a fire outbreak, to the fire scene and say the thing that happened is an act of hooliganism, can an electrical shock cause hooliganism? No. It is only the action of human being that can cause hooliganism. So the investigation of the fire service and other people, it was just meant to corroborate what the president said. That is true there. Because trust me, all the people who are being brought as people who perpetrated the fire outbreak and this, that they all deny the allegation. The man they prosecuting now, the man say he don't know about fire, Benin. He was clear in court that he didn't know about fire issue. He don't know about fire business, right?
Okay, so that's it. And then I also look at the overcrowdedness of the Monrovia Central Prison.
That thing is attributed clearly to the lack of will from the justice system. When cases, do you know that people are in jail to sub beach for 1,500 liberty?
I can remember 2005, somebody went to jail, they were eating his girlfriend cross.
Imagine
rest cross.
Imagine that.
And that person was sentenced to
So some of the people in sub beach, the government is contributing to it. Seriously.
Yeah, I don't know.
Go to the court.
Some of these things are not very necessary. Why
Yeah.
would somebody bring complaint and say, oh yeah, my husband ate my cross, my rest cross, and we went to court.
Just go to Monrovia Central Prison as the government. Bring all the case file. Go from prison to prison. What are you here for? You see a case file. If you see that it's not relevant, take the man off from the place, because the only reason why people, I'm not saying it is justifiable for people to go steal 1,500 or to cook people with 5,000, 3,000 liberty and stuff like that. But there are people in prison for those costs when they should not be there. They should not be there because Calvin, to get people to Sabi easy, to just carry them there easy, to take them from there is a problem. You gotta pass through all kinds of things to
what
take
is the
them.
monitoring, arm? Because if someone was sent to Subbage, for instance, if someone committed crime and they went to Subbage and they are placed there, is there any monitoring value? How can they come out easily without somebody standing by?
No easy way to come on Subbage.
So this is something that
I've not been there before.
Restructure if you try to restructure the central prison, maybe from being overcrowded, I think that we should look into all of this mechanism, right? So that we cannot keep people.
We have one judge to Provi, my steward code. They call him one Judge Greaves. Judge Greaves, as soon you go, he say the person owe me 500 liberty.
They grab you.
He tell the sheriff, you're carrying Subbage. Grab that one, bono him, put his hand behind him, put the hanger on it, the next minute at Subbage. If you have cases of that nature, why will Subbage not be overcrowded? But no monitoring system from the judiciary. The judiciary should be monitoring the central prison to know there is somebody appointed by the president who is normally the head of the prison compound. That person is the assistant minister for some kind of correction. It's not correction. The person is that person is the head. That position during CDC time, it was Edith Trawari. I was in that position. The person should be monitoring and relating to the court, relating to the justice ministry relating to the court that the person is overcrowded, because then you give a case file. Because some of the people going to this, they have been recorded. Okay, they record them for this crime, this crime, this crime. We should only have major crime people to that place. If they are minor issue, they should not be taken there. They should be in local cell.
Certainly.
They should be in local cell. But in our country here, the judge get power to just send people to jail. There are some people right now, they are in service for something that is so easy. Two people fight. Two people, they slap each other. One person slap their friend, the other person slap their friend. At the end of the day, they see themselves to service.
So for us journalists, we are very meticulous in maintaining the rule of law. All right, and because this issue about mob violence is become an ambitious issue that people will just see on the surface. All right, people will just go into people community and just somebody can just be passing, and as soon as they run, and somebody just jump with you just run it, get it ready.
Let me tell you.
It's a serious issue that
I found on mob violence, but our country judicial system contributes to mob violence. Why? Let me tell you something. If the criminal is caught, a man goes to a community, arm rob people or kill them to take their property, he's caught, he's taken to prison. After a few times, you see that man back in the community.
My point here, this one.
I'm almost telling you. I'm just telling you there are causes of mob violence. Mob violence can get happy in the community because it won't happen.
A guy was passing and somebody just said, whoa. The guy just because another rock.
That was wrong. I know.
Wait. He didn't know. From popular opinion, you just run your own.
It is wrong. I agree with you.
And you just went straight to harm that person.
I agree with you on that one.
I think you just the ministry need to look into that to see how best we can eradicate.
Okay.
And more violence in this country, because there are other citizens, law-abiding citizens who did not commit any atrocity, who did not commit any harm, any crime, but they were also being met in the process. They were hit in the process.
I understand the issue of mob violence. It's very, so it's something we'll take a day on.
I hope that
we'll take a whole day. It is both the community problem, it is individual problem, it is the government problem, it is everything. So it is inculcated. I just want the public to know a few things quickly.
Okay.
Senator Darius DeLong posted and I made a statement a few days ago, I think yesterday. He said he will not confront any presidential nominee who will not resign from holding political party position. Anybody who the president sent before you know that they got political party position in the Senate for confirmation, he will not confirm it. They won't late. Luther Tappe passed that simply, he confirmed him. Other people passed there, he confirmed them. No political party position again. Everything has been given, all the people say now. What you mean? Or he's sitting right to LPRC.
So what is it? I thought the government is very inclusive.
If you
both political parties,
he's saying
party.
That's not what he's saying. He's saying, Kami, like for example, the city and Jeff from talking. If Mr. Luther Tappe is chairman of the party and the president appoint him to National Port Authority as chairman, he must not hold a political party position before he should resign before going to the Senate for confirmation. So if he's still having a political party position and then the government appoint him to go there, he does not confirm. I'm just saying they want that lip service is finished. All the position that they sat on there, people pass right in front of them. They confirm no people. The people sent into the officer with political party position and government position. Then you won't come. These are things that just let them look for attention. And
so
the last thing, the vision for Liberia transformation, vote. Vision for Liberia transformation, political party, stand-up bearer Jeremiah Wapu has endorsed Prince Johnson's wife as their candidate in the senatorial election in Nimba, the senatorial by-election. Vision for Liberia transformation vote. Political leader Jeremiah Wapu said the best person to replace Senator Johnson is his wife, Senator Johnson's wife. But we have not heard whether Senator Johnson's wife will accept to run in Nimba as a senatorial candidate. But what we're hearing from the people of Nimba, some have already started expressing interest in the lady being the senator, the next senator of Nimba.
For me, I would say to you, what there is a smoke, there is a fire.
But they want to be endorsed the woman already.
Before an individual has been endorsed,
what you mean?
Yeah.
There must be confirmation, consultation between
the both parties and a consent, my rights.
I understand.
And so
you are right on that. You are right on that.
So, and to that point, Madam David Eto Brown Lasana, Brown Lasana will might be reinstated at the commission on that, the election commission.
Why?
The commission.
Why you think so?
She might.
Why you think so?
Because we have by-election. Pranima, Prince Johnson is there. He's gone. And we have just in few days by-election. We're going to conduct the by-election. What are Joseph Boga, the president, going to reappoint, appoint or reappoint Madam Director Lasana Brown or reinstate her as a commissioner? But I'm optimistic that she will be recalled. She will come back to the job. But what I want to say here is, she comes back to the job, please, Madam Brown, you are tasked with the responsibility to call those 25 employees back to a job, because we had our by-election, from Nima and other areas. And I think it is utterly crucial. There is no time for this. We will soon be running into by-election activities. So now we're gonna set the affairs there as the National Election Commission to conduct.
The president will appoint somebody, but don't get yourself headache on now. Once the president has suspended her, she will have to file her own case. But we are out of time. We are almost 10 minutes to be here. So let's announce the numbers. You can call us now. Let's have this conversation. Tell us, what do you expect from the President's State of the Nation address that is expected in a few days from now. The numbers to call are 077. What is it? Yeah, what is
off.
it? Yeah.
07705734477.
Yeah,
0881871670. Those are the numbers. Put the points through. That's you.
Yeah.
Because your concern will be addressed on the Liberia. It's a program here. We bring you information about Liberia and elsewhere here on this platform.
0770-573-477. Let's hear you now. 0770-573-477. 0881-871-670. Whether it is about the president breaking the code of conduct or just about the vision for Liberia transformation, Jeremiah Wapu endorsing the candidature of the late Prince Johnson's wife. Whether it is about the president sooner, you can call us now and talk about it. You have the opportunity now to put forth your calls on 0770-573-477, 0770-573-477, 0881-871-670, sorry. 0881-871-670 are the numbers you can dial right now and be a part of
the National Counter Sports Meet in our 2024-2025 quarterfinal feature. Let me just read something.
Yeah, really.
Lofa Camp.
Let's take this question first. Good evening.
Yes, sir. Good afternoon.
Yeah, good afternoon. Welcome.
Okay. I'm Edmund Conrad, calling from Grand Cape County.
How are you getting us in Grand Cape County? How are you getting us in Grand Cape via your radio or on the internet?
No, that radio is by radio.
Oh.
It's flat.
Okay, thank you.
Coverage is flat.
Okay. Which part of Grand Cape do you call us from?
I call it the district.
Okay.
I'm calling me.
Okay, yeah, go ahead. Let's hear you.
Yeah. In the first place, the president's speech that he coming today. But what I see, what I see, when the inauguration went on, the president said no business as usual. And which of course I see is not holy. I don't know what point he speak on that. Because it is really like when President Joseph Walker was inaugurated, he said no business as usual. But we are we're driving cars. You will see that police officer driving a car without a plate, and that police officer will pass through checkpoint, and the army man driving a car, no license plate, but because he is an army man. So, I mean, there is no rule and law. So that the C-section, we are there, that is still going on. So I don't know why we say no business as usual.
Okay.
Yeah.
Thank you.
Okay, thank you very much.
Okay, thank you for joining us from Grand Cape Mount. Tell the people of Grand Cape Mount that we are here and we are with them. 07705 573-477. Let's go back to the line. This person, good evening.
Good evening.
Good evening. Okay, let's hear you from Newtown joining us.
Well, let me say thank you for your interview. But the problem of there, I will tell the car engineer will kill, I will cut it up the list. Why the president said, well, I'm going to correct the list because there are people see, I don't want to go to the but I will again. And the usual, I'll fix it up. The first thing when I fire up the step, is your phone from my manager they but the left today, the other thing, you have kind of fire.
Okay, so is there any message now? Is that something that you have to say ahead of the president's one? Thank you, my brother. Thank you.
Okay.
Okay, thank you, sir.
Now 200.
Thank you so much. Let's take this person. Good evening.
Hello.
Yeah, good evening.
Thank you so much.
Let's hear you quickly.
On Monday.
Okay. Okay, thank you. Thank you so much for being a part of the program Inside Liberian Care Radio. Let's go to you quickly, Calvin. We don't have time. The news is up at 6 o'clock.
Okay, so we're here to set the page. Like I said earlier, we are very, very meticulous. For us, we bring you the information, Liberian speak, and then we deliver what the people say. We cannot judge the people concerned, their opinions here. So we only intervene and then we amplify our voices to those things that they will come up with. Liberia today, we all have to help to improve the system. If the system is messed, then we have to improve the system from a massive system to a better one. Thank you so much. Join us on tomorrow, right here, same time on Kia Communications Network, Kia FM 95.5. My name is Calvin Gray, and I'm out.
Okay, Calvin is out, and I'm giving you an invitation to join us on tomorrow for another great presentation. Until then, I love you all. Keep the peace of Liberia. 4 o'clock tomorrow. Join us for the Friday's edition. Calvin will be here to drive you through. Of course, he will definitely take you through. I'll leave you with this song. It's called Can't Get Enough, and it's by Jennifer Lopez. This song will take you home.